that choir was amazing. If I had them follow me around everywhere, my employees would actually listen to me, just have them singing behind me. It'd be amazing. My name is Jeremy Snelling. I am privileged to be on speak on behalf of the Gettel Automotive Group, presenting the sponsorship for the 28th Annual Business and Education Partnership Awards. One of the things that we have had an opportunity to do is be a part of Project Teach, and I'm not sure if some of you got to be a part of that, but it's a pretty neat thing. We have 10 associates get to go to the school, 4th grade class, and speak on behalf of what we do, the education level we have, and some of the ideas, and we bring a business card and they fill it out of what they want to do and the education that they need to have to be able to perform that. 4th graders are great because they're brutally honest. And so one of the questions that they ask, and I've learned my lesson on this after the 2nd year in a row, is how old you are. One of them, it ranged from 25 to 50. And so I made the mistake of asking the one who said I was 50 why she thought I was 50. And she goes, because of all the gray in your beard. And so I went straight home and looked in the mirror and asked my wife, and then of course she lied to me and said it's not that bad. But, and then we have them do these business cards, which is really neat. And one of the kids, marine biologists, teachers, but this one kid was stuck and he didn't know what to do. And I walked over there and I asked him, what exactly do you want to do? What do you want to put a business card? He goes, I don't know what education I need to have because I want to have Joey's Pizza Parlor on the moon, is what he told me. And I said, listen, you can have a master's in making pizza. I'm not sure if that exists, but you can have it. Well, the same kid, not even 5 minutes later, I asked him, I said, one of the biggest things that we have to do is stay positive. And one of the ways you stay positive, if something negative happens, just think of a positive thought. And so you had the wonderful, beautiful little girl in the front. And I said, what makes you happy? And she says, being with my family and my sister. And I look at the kid and I know it's going to be something, I don't know if it's going to be too good. But I looked at him and I said, what makes you happy? And he says, peeing on a tree. So I thought about it for a second. I go, well, that makes me happy too. And so anytime I get upset, I think about peeing on a tree. So if any of y'all want to take that, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, I know. We also participated in this was a fantastic our back to school drive, and we collected supplies at a local Walmart. The supplies were donated to our local schools, and we also set up a GoFundMe account. Contacted our vendors, associates, and raised over $14,500. Yeah. The great part about it is Jim Gettel and the Gettel Foundation matched the $14,500. So it was amazing. And with the funds, 5,000 of that went to the Education Foundation that we do business with. So it was pretty amazing. I had a teacher that was actually buying a car, and I walked over and the salesperson introduced me, and I tried to walk over to the customer and say hello, and we got into talking, and it just happened to be summer, and I asked her if she was excited about summer, and she said kind of. And I told her about the program. She said that's amazing. She said every single one of her colleagues and herself have to come out of pocket for supplies. And we got into talking, and I started feeling guilty. I said, well, you said kind of excited about summer. I said, why? She goes, I get out summer. She goes, I got 2 teenagers, and she happens to teach 1st grade at our school. She goes, I don't get a summer. She goes, I'm looking forward to school. She goes, the 2 teenagers, by the time it's over with, absolutely wear me out. She goes, when I get back and get to deal with 1st graders, I'm thrilled. And she took a deep breath and she goes, God bless all teachers. And then she looked at me and she goes, especially the ones who teach my kids. And let's just say she got a really good deal at that point. And the most important thing that I think is really neat that we're doing, and we're kicking off, and I got to say, this is extremely exciting, is we're rolling out this year Chalkboard Champions and partnering with ABC 7. Each month, a teacher will be nominated by their peers, and we will select a teacher from each of the 2 counties and present them a check of the amount of $500 to use for supplies needed in their classrooms. As we all know, many of our teachers are buying supplies out of their own pockets, as I spoke already with the young lady who purchased a car. Information will be sent out to all the schools, and the winners will be aired on ABC 7, and we will go into the classrooms and have the checks presented, and the checks are gigantic checks, and we'll get real checks, but we'll present the big checks for the ABC 7. And it's going to be an unbelievable thing, and it's going to be something that we're able to present to teachers, and we all have that one teacher who made an impact on our life that changed forever, and we feel like this partnership is going to not only be great for them, but give great exposure for how important teachers are in our lives and in our kids' lives. So we're extremely excited. Thank you, and thank you guys very much. Appreciate it.